Hey guys, Chris here, welcome back to the channel, and today we've got a really exciting one. It's Sgt. Pepper's Lonely Hearts Club Band by the Beatles. This album is a cultural phenomenon and a cornerstone of 20th century music. It was released June 1st, 1967 and is one of the most influential rock albums in history. So stick around to hear about this album and also the overview at the end. Track number 1 is the title track of this album called Sgt. Pepper's Lonely Hearts Club Band. This song has a raw rock vibe driven by distorted electric guitars, a brass section and crowd sound effects. This song is a great opener because it's the band performing as this alter ego group, allowing them to break free from their established image and experiment with new sounds and ideas. Track number 2 on the album is the song With a Little Help from My Friends. This song was written by Paul McCartney and John Lennon and is a warm, inclusive anthem about friendship and support. The sing-along chorus and the call and response verses make this one of the most simple tracks on the record, but one of the most beloved. The song is actually sung by Ringo Starr, who plays the character of Billy Shears of the Sgt. Pepper's Band. An interesting fact on this song is that George Martin didn't want Ringo Starr to go for the high note at the end of the song, but Ringo actually insisted and he ended up nailing it, and this song actually became one of Ringo's most iconic vocal performances. Track number 3 is the song Lucy in the Sky with Diamonds, written by John Lennon with a little bit of Paul McCartney thrown in there. John's vivid lyrics in this song evoke a dreamlike landscape inspired by Lewis Carroll's Alice in Wonderland. The hypnotic verses in this song shift into this upbeat, singable chorus, and the song's psychedelic feel stems from the innovative studio techniques that were used. The initials of the song title sparked rumours, but John maintained that the inspiration did come from his son Julian's drawing. This song is completely unique and like nothing else you've ever heard, and is amazing to listen to. Track number 4 is the song Getting Better, primarily written by Paul McCartney. This song is optimistic and reflective, and the upbeat melody contrasts with some darker tones in the lyrics. The song has that jangly guitar and also an infectious melody, and it just radiates positivity. John Lennon adds a darker edge in this song though when he talks about things like "I used to be cruel to my woman," but also reflecting optimism and change. Apparently the song title actually came from their fill-in drummer Jimmy Nicol, who filled in for Ringo Starr during their 1964 tour. When they used to ask Jimmy how he was coping with his sudden fame, he used to say, "It's getting better." But the use of the Indian tambura in this song and the blend of West and Eastern instruments make this song honestly incredibly unique. Track number 5 is the song Fixing a Hole, which was written by Paul McCartney. This song is a jazzy and introspective tune that focuses on Paul's desire to block out everything and focus on his art. The harpsichord and the muted guitar solos in this song make it incredibly unique. There was a lot of speculation about the meaning of this song, but McCartney insists it was about literal repairs at his Scottish farm. Track number 6 is the song She's Leaving Home, primarily written by Paul McCartney. This song is a stunning orchestral ballad that tells the story of a girl running away from home. It was based on a newspaper article that Paul read. The song has this lush string arrangement, and the lyrics tell the story of the girl's yearning for freedom, along with the parents' despair. This song is one of the most emotionally resonant songs on the album. There's no drums, there's no guitar, and it just showcases the Beatles' ability to craft human stories into these amazing songs. Track 7 is the song Being for the Benefit of Mr. Kite, primarily written by John Lennon. John apparently crafted the lyrics for this song almost word for word on an 1843 circus poster that he had. And the carnival-like theme to this song was enhanced by George Martin's steam recordings and use of production. The song has a chaotic feel to it, but is absolutely a creative piece of music. Track number 8 is the song Within You, Without You, and it was written by George Harrison. George's deep spiritual exploration takes center stage on this song. With the blending of the Indian instruments like the sitar, the tabla, the song's got like a hypnotic melody to it and is a stark contrast from any other song on the album. A studio engineer that was there for this particular recording said that the process was almost serene and George Harrison was meditating between takes. Track number 9 is the song When I'm 64, which is written by Paul McCartney. This song's got almost like a whimsical vaudeville type style to it. This song is really lighthearted and actually envisions growing old with someone. Apparently Paul wrote this song as a teenager and then added the lyrics later on. And an interesting fact is the song was actually recorded shortly after Paul McCartney's father had turned 64. Number 10 is the song called Lovely Rita, written by Paul McCartney. This song is a playful song about a meter maid and has humorous and flirtatious lyrics. The song has a boppy and catchy vibe to it, and it's a really great track. Track number 11 is the song Good Morning, Good Morning, written by John Lennon. Apparently the title and the concept of this song came from a Kellogg's Cornflakes commercial that John had seen. And the song is a commentary on the mundane monotony of daily life. This song has a marching rhythm, a chaotic feel to it. The song has almost like a restless energy to it, inspired by John's frustration with the suburban routine. Track number 12 is Sgt. Pepper's Lonely Hearts Club Band, Reprise, and it perfectly ties the album together, signaling the band's farewell with the pounding drums and energetic guitars. And it perfectly transitions into the final iconic track, which we'll talk about in a sec. But an interesting fact about this Reprise, apparently it was recorded in one 11-hour super intense recording session. And the final track on the album is track 13, and it's A Day in the Life. This song was written by John Lennon and also was written by Paul McCartney. This song is highly regarded as a masterpiece, and it actually blends John Lennon's haunting lyrics, which talk about mundane but tragic events, with Paul McCartney's whimsical, upbeat middle section. The song's unique parts are bridged by this orchestral crescendo, and the song ends with this piano chord which basically goes for about 40 seconds. And apparently the iconic crescendo at the end of the song was actually put together by filling the room with a 40-piece orchestra and having them all play together in this chaotic, dissonant burst, followed with this sharp, sudden silence, which creates one of the most iconic and unique sounds in rock history, and an absolutely epic way to end this record. As I reflect on this album, it's really hard to just call it an album. It's just so unique. And the two things that really stand out to me when I think about this album is the experimentation and the storytelling in these songs. You can really tell how proficient these guys were as musicians and how much they wanted to push boundaries with their experimentation in music. And it's clear to see that because of that experimentation and because of that pushing boundaries, it opened up so many different genres that we have today. I think it paved the way for musicians after this to look at music as a form of artistic expression and not just entertainment. But let me know in the comments what your thoughts are. There's a lot to say about this album, and I welcome your comments. Let me know any other songs or any other albums that I might have missed so far. Let me know any stories you might have around these songs. I'd love to hear it, and I'll catch you on the next video. Cheers.